This week marks 1 year since Baltimore burned in the riots after Freddie Gray's death. And those two events drew more than 24 people into the race to become mayor. And everybody from lawyers to business owners, even a social media activist. But two women, two career politicians stand out in the polls. State Senator Catherine Pugh and former Baltimore Mayor Sheila Dixon. We have reporters following both candidates tonight. We want to start with In Focus reporter Brian Kubler live at Dixon's last campaign stop. Brian.
Yeah, Jamie, when you ask Ms. Dixon what polls she's been to around the city, she simply doesn't know how many, just that she has been all over this city today. We caught up with her here at Northwood Elementary School in Northeast Baltimore. Dixon says it was her crime plan that resonated most with voters down the stretch. She said it was her plan that got this city to a record low in homicides 5 years ago, and she is poised and willing to do it again, and she wants to work with Commissioner Davis to do that. All in all, though, Dixon says she feels good about the race that she's run so far, confident she can pull off this win.
People are saying to me that they're glad to see me. They're glad that I'm back here in the race and that they know that I can make the city safe with them, because it's a process that's not only the mayor, and that and I thank them for voting.
Do you feel good? Do you feel confident?
I feel very good about this election and very confident. You know, it's in God's hand and it's in the voters' hand. And we've ran that kind of a campaign.
Now, we also ran into Delegate Kurt Anderson. He is not running this year, but he was part of the decision to move the mayoral election of Baltimore to a presidential year. This is the first time that is happening here in 2016, and says voter turnout as of about 5 p.m. was up in this election over the last time that we voted for mayor in this city by about 10% so far. And Anderson says if you're counting votes, higher turnout just might affect the Dixon campaign more. Reporting live in Northeast Baltimore this evening, Brian Kubler, ABC 2 News.
All right, Brian, thank you. Now, polls show that the only candidate standing in Dixon's way of getting her old job back is State Senator Catherine Pugh. She's been the senator since 2007. Before that, she served in the House of Delegates. Then before that, she was in City Council. In Focus reporter Christian Schaefer is live tonight, where Catherine Pugh's campaign is going to be rallying tonight with a big party. What do you know, first off, about Billy Murphy yet?
Yeah, we had a crew over there at Courthouse East waiting to hear. Last I heard, he was in front of a judge right now trying to get the deadline extended, or the closing of the polls extended beyond 8 o'clock. Because early this morning, there was a lot of problems with people trying to go in and vote. When the polls opened at 7, a lot of the people were unable to vote because either the judges hadn't arrived or the procedures weren't established in place. There was a lot of problems this morning. And so Billy Murphy at this hour is a supporter of Catherine Pugh. He is over at the courthouse trying to keep the polls open. We have a crew there. We'll bring you more information about that when we hear it. As for the party here tonight, Senator Pugh is expecting about 300 of her supporters here. They are expecting to have a victory party here tonight, although they say it will be a close election. People close to the campaign say they feel confident based on tracking polls they've done. However, they're not taking anything for granted. Senator Pugh spent the day going to many of the different polling places around Baltimore City. We've heard a lot about the problems with the people getting to vote. There was also some issues with a number of supporters of Catherine Pugh showing up expecting to be paid for a day of work today. Sources close to the campaign say they're not even sure if all those people were actually supporters of the senator. They're trying to confirm that. They do say that anyone who showed up to work will get paid, but they're still trying to figure out exactly what happened and what went wrong early this morning at various places in Baltimore City. Senator Pugh does have the support of several of the large unions in Baltimore City, the Baltimore Firefighters Union, SEIU, which is healthcare workers, a number of the ministers in Baltimore City, and introducing her tonight will be Elijah Cummings, the longtime congressman from West Baltimore, who has also come out in support of Catherine Pugh. We'll see if it's enough, she says, to overcome what has been an increasingly negative campaign.
There have been a lot of things that have been negative in terms of campaigning. What we've tried to do is be very, very positive. We've heard about different things that different candidates are doing, and as you well know, we have maintained a very positive attitude as it relates to this campaign. I'm not throwing mud or slinging mud on anybody. You know, enough has been slung this way. But at the same time, we maintain a positive campaign, and if anybody out there is doing negative stuff, we ask them not to do it.
Senator Pugh has been ahead in the polls, but we'll have to wait and see after those polls close at 8 o'clock, or perhaps later, who winds up on top. For now, we're live in downtown Baltimore. Christian Schaefer, ABC 2 News.
All right, Christian.